W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Burping into the mic, that gets an L.
Never that.
It's on you.
It's a projection of strength.
Is it?
When you belch in public, it projects that you don't care. That
I don't think it projects the same on cam.
It does. I'm above it all. It's me
Yikes.
projecting my power outwardly.
If you say so, my friend.
In some places, making people smell your bodily odors is it's like a form of dominance.
I also don't think they can smell it.
Well, smell it through the phone.
The camera.
It's platinum. Shout out to I'll be trying to shout people out when I steal their stuff. Y'all know the guy. He does the seafood boils. Anyways, okay. Let's start out with the dubs. I don't have many. First dub is going out to latest recruit signee commit to the #1 class in the man,
the 3-star?
I think I've done this 3 weeks in a row.
The 3-star lineman?
Doesn't matter. He's part of the #1 class in the country.
I'm just asking if that's who we're referring to.
Cole Sullivan. Yes, that's who we were talking about. Long thought to be a Notre Dame lean, so fuck you, Marcus Freeman.
He ain't with Ohio State yet, so.
You said what?
He's not a coach for Ohio State yet, so.
Who?
Marcus Freeman. So you can say fuck him all you want.
Oh, it doesn't matter because he's not an Ohio State coach? Fuck Ryan Day, Brian Hartline,
Nah, bro. Nah.
Tony Alford, Larry Johnson.
Cap, big
Who
cap.
else you want me
You ain't
to
gonna be
say
saying
it to?
that in
Justin
November.
Fry.
You ain't gonna be saying that in late November.
James Laurinaitis.
You ain't gonna be saying that in late November.
That is precisely what I'm going to be saying.
Well, you might be, but you'll be
exactly
you'll be upset. It'll be from a place of hurt. The way it should be.
Okay. Sure.
Shout out to Taiwan Malone, who also transferred over.
Oh, is this your dubs and L's?
No, it's not, but
Okay.
yeah,
Taiwan
big
Malone.
dub.
Shout out to Cole Sullivan, baby.
Gross.
In the #1 recruiting class in the country, baby. We coming, baby. I'm bringing my bags with me. And they Louis.
Yikes.
Dub #2. Shouts out to your mans. You know what? I don't even know who to give this dub to because I have it written down here a certain way and I should probably change it. Shout out to Pat McAfee. Because apparently, and I'm assuming that we'll probably be giving out a dub to Shannon Sharp as well here coming up pretty soon. Brett Favre and his lawyer have informed Mr. McAfee that they have dropped the lawsuit.
Well,
The
duh.
defamation lawsuit against him. Wow. Man, I'm really surprised. His lawyer came out and was talking so strongly when he first filed this lawsuit. We just can't allow people to go around and spread falsehoods about us. Where I'm from, backwater Mississippi, we don't lie, cheat, and steal. And we don't allow people to say we lie, cheat, and steal. So we're going to sue Mr. McAfee and Mr. Sharp for our restitution for being defamed. And what happened? Lawsuit dropped. Shannon, you should be getting your letter in the mail. It's coming up pretty soon. Don't even worry about it. It's coming. It's on the way. Because that man doesn't have the funds, the wherewithal, or the case to fight y'all in court over this. Every news station in America reported that Brett Favre stole money from Mississippi Welfare Office. Everybody, fam, if you really want to get into, I wish he would have brought the suit, Josh. I really wish he would have took it to court.
So he can get curb stomped in court?
Fam, okay, so you mean me as a defendant in a defamation trial have the burden to prove that what I said about Brett Favre wasn't defamatory and that I didn't mean to defame him. And the only thing I got to do is to do that, really, is to prove that other people reasonably thought the same thing about you, that you were reasonably suspected of doing it. I could pull up a 30-hour compilation of all the local news stations in Mississippi alone that probably reported on you stealing from the welfare office, fam. You got some fucking nerve. You got some fucking nerve. I know his lawyer was annoyed at even having to file this damn case in the first place.
Yeah.
Brett,
Well, I don't know, because he was talking cash shit.
Listen to me, Brett. God damn it. Favre, oh, fucking hell. I'll call you back. No, I'm fly fishing right now. Call you back. God damn it, this motherfucker steals $20 million from the goddamn welfare office, gives it to his daughter's college for a volleyball stadium, and then now he wants me to sue Pat McAfee. How the hell sue Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp? Who the hell I look like? Elliot fucking Ness? I'm a goddamn Mississippi lawyer.
Yeah, no, I'd like to deliver an L to Brett Favre, but I'd rather give him a nice fuck you.
Like,
Fuck
bruh,
you, Brett Favre.
what did you even think?
Fuck Brett Favre.
That's arrogance, boy. That's arrogance. I hope we don't see Aaron Rodgers stealing people after he steals money from poor people later on in his career.
Well, his career seems to be going according to the
He's
same
definitely
exact
doing the Brett
trajectory.
Favre. He is hitting the Brett Favre to a T.
I'm done with the Packers. I'm going to the Jets.
To
just
being
like
a little tenuous with the Packers there at the end.
He'll end up with the Vikings.
His backup. Jordan Love's definitely going to become an MVP quarterback now, though. He has to, right? He was shitted on by Aaron Rodgers for the last 4 years of his career, so he has to go on and be a Pro Bowler just like Aaron Rodgers, right?
Did Brett Favre do ayahuasca before he went to New York?
Probably. That's probably who introduced him to it. Here, get high on this shit while I play football.
Oh, man.
That's it for the dubs. On to my L's. Y'all, Facebook has done us a great favor. They've actually made a move that's going to improve society. And I have to clap them up for this, because I really felt from the bottom of my heart that they did this out of earnest, and they felt like making this move was necessary to keep all of our sanity and to keep us together as a human race, right? And so they made the very tough decision, but very needed decision, to cancel the Red Table Talk permanently. And
I knew there was something involved in that. That's hilarious.
And so I just feel like America, the planet, the Milky Way is a better place now that Jada is no longer able to embarrass her family in front of the nation.
Just because she got taken off of Facebook doesn't mean she's not going to try to shop that show anywhere else.
I don't think anybody's going to pick that up right now.
I wouldn't.
It'll be some time before we see Jada in that type of like a talk show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be a while.
Because she starts her on YouTube.
Those are usually people with high favorability, right? People with talk shows that do late night, that do daytime, that do the evening news. Those are usually people that have very high favorability. People that you want to sit there and watch and listen to talk for long periods of time. Yeah, that is not where Jada Pinkett Smith is at this current moment. And I'm thinking that probably has something to do with why the show was canceled as well.
I would agree. I would agree with that. But yeah, I mean, she could just start her own YouTube channel.
She could. And if that's what she chooses to do, she's well within her rights to do it. Red Table Talk was a scourge on the community. And we needed it to go away.
I agree.
We needed it to go away.
We don't need more outlets where they can talk about each other.
Nope.
And what's going on in their personal lives.
Please go somewhere and do something. And don't let us know about it.
If there's two things this world doesn't need, it's her doing that and Trump tweeting. They're about the same.
Speaking of Trump tweeting, did you see CNN gave this man a town hall?
What?
Yo, CNN, listen to me. Linda, honey, listen. I understand it's rough over there, right? Y'all just fired Don Lemon, your most tenured caster there. This is not long after I think Stelter got the boot not too long ago too. Like, you guys have been firing people left and right, and the ratings aren't going up. So I get it. I understand you're going through Trump fatigue just like everybody else is. Given a guy who was just recently found to be at least civilly liable for sexual assault, probably going to be held criminally liable for hiding classified documents, it's probably not the best idea, and it's just me, to trade ratings to help install probably the worst president we've had in recent memory. Right? Like, helping propel him back into the White House.
And for what? You're not getting the ratings from the people who would continue to support you anyway.
Like, is it not...
It's not your demographic. It's not your market.
Is there not a standard by which CNN has to... Like, you have to be a legitimate candidate. Well, I would say having 2 felonies decided against me before I'm ever able to run would preclude me from being able to run, right? If I'm convicted of a felony, I can no longer run for president. So we're giving an hour and a half of primetime spot to a potential convicted felon? Like, not even saying, oh, well, we'll revisit after your court cases. No, in the middle of it, you were literally found liable of sexual assault today, but please come in for a town hall. Because, people love to hate watch Trump.
Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that was a very ugly moment for CNN. I wasn't too fond of that at all.
As you shouldn't be.
Go get DeSantis. That boy need the points. Because apparently, even though all of that shit is still going on, guess who's running? Guess who's winning in the polling or right now? The leading in the polling for the Republican side. He's demolishing DeSantis. But I told you it would be like that. DeSantis is he's in a bickering match. He's in a micro dick measuring contest with Bob Iger right now, and neither of them are winning. They're watching you look like a fool arguing with the CEO of a children's entertainment company, and you're not even winning. You're not even dominating them.
Not even close. But
we want you to get in office and put all the black people back in cages and make the women obey us. You ain't gonna do that. You can't even do nothing with Bob Iger. Give DeSantis the hour if you really want to have a balanced viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? But like Trump, no. You're gonna help Trump? Like Trump, yes, his favorability is still high amongst Republican voters, and he would probably still win a nomination. The problem with that is if you allow him to fall into the abyss as he is doing right now, he probably won't get a chance to run. Except you want to throw him a life raft because you need ratings. The man's already been impeached. He's on trial for... Is there not a fucking standard at CNN at all? Oh, yeah, we didn't get to talk about this. This actually happened a couple weeks ago, but we're going to talk about it now. Mr. LeBron James Jr. has decided not to come home to Ohio State and help the basketball program.
Is that an L?
Instead, it is an L. Instead, he is going to go to USC. Here's why it's an L. Understanding that Bronny now is a kind of a California kid. He's been there the last 4 or 5 years. At least his whole high school career he's been in California. So does it make sense that he would pick a local team even with his dad still playing? Sure. Here's the problem that I have with that. Is that outside of that 4 or 5 year, how long has he been here? He's been here 4 years, since 2019. So outside of that 4-year gap right now, the Ohio State basketball program has had the entire lifespan of Bronny to recruit him to Ohio State. Father is arguably the greatest athlete to ever come out of the state. Not even arguably. He is. He's the greatest athlete to ever come out of Ohio. Has a personal affinity for your university. Claims to anyone that will hear it that if he ever went to college, that he would have went to Ohio State. He donates money to the basketball and football teams annually.
And shoes that the players don't wear.
Yes. Gives shoes that the players don't wear. Is at the games, football and basketball on a regular basis. He's the closest thing, being Bronny. He's the closest thing that you can get to a legacy recruit without actually literally being a legacy recruit. This is somewhat of your all-star donor's son is coming around for school visits and somehow he chooses somewhere else. Right? That's a thing. That is a thing. Now, let's be honest about what USC is getting here. They're getting a top 40 player. So it's not top 30, I think. So it's not like, they were getting a top 5 prospect in the class or even somebody right now that you can say definitively is going to go in the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. However, for where the Ohio State basketball program is right now, and that guy being available, it kind of feels like a swing and a miss. It does.
My only real issue with it is that I don't necessarily believe that Bronny's going to be the guy. He's definitely not going to be the guy to swing Ohio State from the depths that they are in right now.
Could he be the linchpin to help recruit other guys? Could he be like a flyer? Damn, LeBron James is going to be at all these Ohio State basketball games. Maybe
I was literally going to make that point, but I was going to say if Bryce Maximus even ends up being something.
Bryce is going to be the one.
If he's going to be the one, you've already kind of shot yourself in the foot because he's probably going to go where his older brother goes.
I said this a minute ago, And my wife who's from Akron, looked at me like I was crazy and like, why you think it's gonna be him? I said, first of all, I think he's almost as tall as his brother, and he's 2 or 3 years younger, right? And there's usually an immense amount of pressure for that firstborn son after a great athlete. There's this level of expectation that even if he is able to reach the level of a consistent NBA hooper, if he's not his father, people will naturally address or put that on top of him even unduly. Right? It's not enough just for him to be a solid ball player. Right? If your kid was a top 20 recruit in the country and you were just an ordinary person, you would say, oh, he's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. Right? Mm-hmm. But be it that his daddy just so happens to be LeBron James, there's a different standard there. He's not expecting his son to get into the league and average 5 points a game for 3 seasons. That very may well be what happens. Yep. And when that happens, are you able to stick it out being who you actually are in the league as opposed to who everybody expected you to be?
Yeah.
Bryce is going to have the LaMelo Ball effect. His older brother is going to be able to go through all of that and open up a pathway for him to just kind of walk behind.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball got killed first coming through the league.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Duly and unduly.
Mostly because of his father.
Here comes LaMelo Ball.
By the time we got to LaMelo, we were so used to
LeVar Ball. We kind of let LaMelo be who he was going to be, and he ended up being. I don't think he's a better player overall. I think if Lonzo could stay healthy, he would prove what he actually is.
Yeah.
Even still, he's had a much easier go of it than his brother has.
Oh, for sure.
And that's kind of the point I'm making with Bryce and Bronny. Bronny's going to clear the pathway whether or not he's insanely successful or not, because he's going to take the lumps. He's going to take the criticism.
Yeah.
By the time Bryce gets here, that's the one that you need to be looking for going top 10 in the NBA draft. Because if he tops out like his dad in terms of height, man, that dude's going to be scary. I think he's already taller than Bronny.
Yeah. Plus, one key thing that I think a lot of people don't look at when it comes to Bryce that Bronny, obviously had to deal with is the fact that Bryce ain't out here smoking weed. So, there's always that.
Oh, man. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in that house when LeBron got home.
Whew.
Now, you got to be out of your motherfucking mind. You got to be. I done been in the league for 20 years and never had so much as a controversy. The only thing these niggas got on me is me yelling at my mama on the game versus Boston. But here you are. While I'm in the Staples Center, smoking weed. He turned into Stephen A. Smith. Smoking weed.
Oh, man. Sheesh. Yeah, no, that was a funny time.
That was not funny for him.
No, not for him, but for me, for sure.
All right, it's time for the ladies to start getting some L's here from me. First up.
Carucci.
No. It's going to be Miss Pearl. Just Pearl, the white girl is giving all the relationship.
Yeah, I did see this. Yep.
So, did you see she got exposed? That old girl brought all those receipts. Oh my God! You want to talk about an undressing? Which it's never surprising to me when that actually happens because I can tell when you're speaking. We've talked about this before on the pod. When anybody is pushing you so hard in another direction that they can't even entertain an opposing viewpoint, they always have some rebuttal that brings them all the way back to their side. There's no room for compromise at all. They're grifting usually, or they're just straight up lying, and they themselves are exhibiting some of those behaviors that they're saying are immoral, like mm-hmm. The dude that had beef with Aber and Preach. He was talking about single mothers and all this other shit, and he literally got
Donovan Sharp or whatever
living in his fucking house. So similar, right? Pearl talking about choosing bad guys or women not taking responsibility for the guys they choose, which there's usually a little bit of truth in with the bullshit, a little bit of sugar on the shit. But apparently, Pearl had a boyfriend who was homeless that she moved into her house with her family. Mm-hmm. Never got married or anything like that, Basically, all the shit she was telling other women they were dumb for allowing and doing, she had going on. Yeah, I guess dude was a streamer too. Apparently, or became a streamer at some point after he was homeless because that's when Pearl picked him up.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to degrade her from taking a chance on a dude who's down on his luck. The problem is you shit on other people that do that. You tell them it's their fault for taking a risk on a guy like that and then it not working out. You tell them it's their fault for choosing wrong, even though that's how you choose.
That happens so much. It's just like if you would have not told everybody not to do what you're doing, you'd have been perfectly
fine because nobody else is paying attention to it like that except for you. See, you found an angle. You saw an angle that nobody was taking and you said, oh, I can be that. And then when it turns out that you're not actually that, the whole thing comes crumbling down. Whole thing comes crumbling down. You are you built up this idea and it's built on nothing. It's a house of cards. It is so easily debunked. So easily. Just go like this and the whole thing will fall over.
Yeah, your issue is not doing what you said in the videos. Your issue is being a huge fucking hypocrite.
Oh, my favorite part is when she gets into the talking about people's physical attributes. And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, men are physical creatures. Oh, they are. But women are like 80% obese. And she was doing a podcast with Destiny while she was doing it. And then Destiny fact checks her right there in real time. Was like, nah, that's not quite the number. It's not 70. It's about 50. You know, the split the obesity rates. Half men, half women.
Fact checking a fucking liar right in their face in real time is hilarious.
No, but look though, after she said 70, she says the stat again and it goes to 80. And then she says it again and it's 70 to 80.
Oh my God, what a loser.
No, baby, you're confused. You think it's the number. No, you just wrong. It's altogether wrong. The majority of people in this country that are obese are not the women. He told you that. It was like 48.6 and like 48.5.
Oh my God.
It was essentially identical.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's not even a room for her to say, oh, well, yeah, it is majority women, but it's not as skewed as she said. No room at all. It was off by like 1/10 of a percentage.
What a fucking loser.
Oh, and then on top of that, she got some weird stuff going on with her body, which I won't do. The lady, we'll probably link the video in the description or whatever, and she got really in-depth with it about how she wears her clothes and styles her hair and all this other stuff. That's neither here nor there, because I know a few homeboys that'll take her down, but that doesn't mean she should be giving fashion and beauty advice to every woman everywhere as like a solidified standard. Oh, this is how women should look. Period. Point blank. Because if that was the case, bro, you'd be falling short on quite a few.
For sure.
I don't need to do that. Don't need to do that.
I am not included in his list of homeboys.
His brother is.
1,000%.
1,000%. Marry Pearl right now. She's taking.
That is a fact.
She want to be married though, Leighton. So you know what I'm saying.
Hey yo, the fact that we have gone at my brother 2 times in a row, 2 weeks in a row is nuts.
Oh shit! All right, last one. Doja Cat.
Doja, what up?
Listen, y'all. I don't even know why y'all let that girl do that to y'all. I don't know why y'all was listening to that bullshit in the first place. I was out after the cow song. You want beef, bitch?
The cow song was fire.
I'm a cow.
Because it was clearly a parody, but it was done very well.
No, but like her career is a parody. It essentially is what she's trying to tell us. Her career is a parody. Or maybe your music ended up in a place you didn't expect it to, but all the way along there to that destination that it ended up, you had no problem with doing what you need to do to get there, and now you need a rebrand. Oh, I actually want to do hip hop music, so bye pop. Bye. That was fake stuff. That was a cash grab, so I'll make real hip hop now. Nah, sis. Nah, it don't work like that.
her influences lead me to believe that she does know about real hip hop and that she could possibly spit a little bit. It's not.
Was her father not like a New York DJ back in the day or something like that?
Her father did do something to music. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Like, you know what kind of music you make. It was like, so this whole time we've been telling y'all Doja Cat is pop. She's not a rapper, right? And here's her fan. No, she's a rapper. She be saying stuff. She just like Nicki,
She's rapped here and there,
right? So now she come out and said, "Where y'all at? Where y'all at?" Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's bullshit. I think she made some iffy projects that were decidedly pop, and now she wants to rebrand herself as a female rapper. And so now she gets to say, "Oh, well, that was just fake stuff before. Everything I put out from this point on, that's gonna be real shit, real rap."
Her music before was not fake shit. That was absolutely.
No, that's what she made.
Yeah, no.
You know what the difference is? Look at her and look at Coi Leray. So Coi Leray was putting out shit that had people clowning her at her shows. All of a sudden, she goes to the lab. She changes it up. She stops trying to be female Young Thug. Finds a catchy hook. Harmonizes. Goes on with it. And now she has a smash. She didn't tell you that the shit she put out prior to that was fake, or that she wasn't serious, or she was just playing. You know what that reminds me of? You playing a game with somebody and they start getting their ass beat and they start talking about they don't care. I don't care.
I wasn't even playing
for real. Yeah, that's exactly what that shit is. I wasn't even really playing for real.
Yeah, no, Doja Cat was absolutely giving it 100% on the music that she made thus far. But I do believe that she will come out with some decent rap music that's better than some of these female rappers, at least.
We'll see. But now that you've done this though, you can't double back. You're gonna have to stand on that side. So now that we know, the pop shit is done and you only rapping now, you better come with it. There's
Did she say she's only rapping now? Or that she's doing it for this out? I'm just asking, I guess.
I think the tweet just said that it was more so addressing the old stuff. Yeah. And I know some of the criticism around her has been that she's been more pop than rap.
I was gonna say, you better just rap for one album and then go back to it, because that side is making a lot of money for you.
Fam, I don't know what she thinks she got going on, but I know I'm gonna hold you to what you said though. I know I'm gonna hold you to what you said for sure.
No, for sure. This and you better be spitting.
That's it.
All right. First dub, since I'm giving my dubs out first. Oh, my only dub, which is fitting because you didn't say it. Shout out to all the mothers. It's Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Shout out to all the mothers, especially the black ones.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom, my grandma, my mother-in-law, my beautiful wife. Maybe I would hate today to actually be my daughter's birthday, because that would be one hell of a day for me and my wallet. But yeah, no. Hopefully she'll be a newer mommy later today. I'm hoping.
Shout out to all those people, and shout out to my mother. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to all of the mothers out there doing their job. Also, I guess as a split dub, shout out to black women doing it out here, man. Seeing multiple videos this week of Janelle Monáe doing the damn thing.
Hey, yo, is she like... She got a thing about showing her titties now, or is that just been a thing?
She's clout chasing for her upcoming album.
This is a rollout. I feel like the last 3 times I done seen Janelle Monáe on Twitter, she was naked.
She has definitely been showing titties like crazy. But, she's doing it for her rollout. That's her rollout.
Damn, she must have moved to a nudist colony or something. She's like always naked now.
This is a rollout. And it's a great rollout for what it's worth.
Josh likes it.
I do. I approve 100%. And then there's also this TikToker that's been going crazy on Twitter, who she's got a great body, and she's been, she's very thick, and people just can't stop talking about her. I forgot her name.
Are you talking about she's like either white or Hispanic?
No, she's black.
Kind of tall.
Black.
Oh no, I don't know.
She's black.
Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Oh, before I go, I wanted to address one thing. The people in the comments. Okay, the people in the comments, they were like, "Oh, she's doing this on purpose." This is the thing that I noticed. When I press record and then I fix myself and I step back, it's just... or when I'm talking, I'm like, yeah, let's go here, let's go here. Do this. I just jiggle. If I bounce, I jiggle. So let's not think too much into it, babe, because I promise you, I don't gotta jiggle for attention, but if you want to see it, there you go.
She was jiggling, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, look at this! This is a real woman!" Da, 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 da. And so now she's like dumb popular on TikTok and Twitter.
Oh.
I think she's from Cleveland.
Yikes.
So, because I saw a
Ohio
TikTok of
women,
her,
man.
I saw her talking about South Park Mall, and I'm like, oh, I know where that is. But yeah, no, black women doing the damn thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my only dub for the week. Let's get into all these L's. First L, real quick, goes to this great value, and this is crazy that I even have to say this. I never thought that there would be a great value Fresh and Fit, because Fresh and Fit is already great value as it is. They're already mad bootleg.
I know exactly what you're going to.
Yeah, man, this dude has, crazy enough, they have the exact setup.
Same setup
as Fresh and
like,
Fit.
Talk about being a meat rider, boy. Like, I mean, down to the T. Even, I'm going to sit where Myron sits. You sit where down to the T.
Yo. And then got women, but they're not like social media influencers. They're
meat
just
rider.
people that like, they just know, I guess. I don't know who these people are.
Oh my God.
So he's going around and asking people to rate him, his cameraman, and his other host. And these women are just flaming his shit, giving him 2s and shit, and then giving the other 2 people 9s, 8s, 10s.
Yo, honestly, I don't even think it was that bad though. Like, it wasn't that.
It wasn't
bad.
originally that bad. Like the first 2 gave him like a 6,
like a
7.
7, yeah, something like an average score. Then one girl gave him a 2, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up, you dumbass bitch." I was like, "Whoa!"
Like, fam, that's why. That's why you got a 2.
I was like, hey, "There's no way." I must have clicked on to another video by mistake in the middle of what just happened. It was like, it was cool. It was okay. All right, fine, whatever, cool. All right, cool. What about
how
you?
you should be.
No, just give me an. What about you? I said, all right,
you were the one that pressed all of these women for this ratings. One girl gives you a 2, and you fly
Hey,
out
homeboy
to
was
him.
like, "You know what? You can get the fuck out." right
Yeah,
now."
like, now let's be clear. They're clearly doing this for clout,
Oh my God.
obviously. But it was just the fact that you flew off the handle so hard.
Damn, it just kept
after hearing that.
escalating too. It was like, "Yeah, get out, because you did that because we've been arguing this whole time and blah 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 blah."
Yeah,
blah,
because
blah,
you're a
blah.
fucking asshole.
Dumb bitch.
You're a fucking
He
clown.
called her a dumb bitch on the way out.
Yeah, that's why you got a 2.
If "fuck you was ugly anyways" was a person, homeboy, right there, right there for
Facts.
sure.
Facts. All right, I am giving an L to Stetson Bennett, Georgia quarterback. Stetson
His name
Bennett.
is Stequavius Bennett.
It is not. It is
Stequavius Bennett.
Stetson
of the Georgia
Bennett.
Bulldogs.
Stetson Bennett, despite being in college since 2017, has still not graduated.
No, that's not true. How has he even been there that long if he hasn't used a graduate year? His 5th year has to be a graduate year. You have 4
Well,
undergraduate.
you obviously have the 2020 year that included in that, but
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
because has he only been in 5 or has he been in 6?
It's the 2020 year. That's his extra. But damn, dog, you haven't. He's been on the roster for 5 years. He's been there for
2017.
going on 7 years. So when this fall rolls around, it will have been the 7th year. Fam.
My
You
boy,
don't have
what do
not
you-
one degree, not an associate's, nothing.
What are you doing? What you got going on, my boy?
Yo, wait. No, there's something wrong here, y'all. How could you complete 7 years of college, not have even at least an associate's degree, and still be eligible to play football? Yo, there's something wrong there, yo. I hope, well, you know what? I hope for his sake nobody does dig into it. But that doesn't even make sense. You've been here for 7 years. You haven't attained a degree, which to me means that you're either behind or you're not doing that well in terms of grade-wise to earn graduating credit. If either of those 2 things are true, how are you eligible to play football every fall? So you failed to graduate in your final semester of college, in which you played a national championship in the beginning of the semester? How does that, somebody make that make sense to me?
Can't.
How do you not have enough credit for the year to graduate, but you were eligible to play football in January? What the fuck happened? Yo, either he's been skating by grade-wise this entire time, or he got so hyped after winning the national championship that this nigga said, "Fuck school."
I can see that happening. super
Yeah, but
senioritis.
why would you do that, Stetson? You ain't about to be no first round draft pick. At least get your degree on the way out the door.
He got picked up by the Rams, so that's his future. Even though his future wasn't even all that great in
My boy
Georgia.
said, "To hell with school. I'm going to the NFL."
I didn't come to college to play school. Shout out to Cardell Jones.
Oh my God.
All right. This is a serious L for me. I'm giving an L to social media pages like Rap TV and Daily Loud
Bruh.
for being the most pieces of shit social media pages I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. Yeah, go.
So there was news that Jamie Foxx's family were preparing for what would essentially be his last days in hospital.
That's what they said.
Yeah, and so, a lot of this news was propagated by some of these pages, such as Rap TV and Daily Loud. And
Did you see the original article, though, that they all acted off of? So there was an original article, and I can't... maybe I'll dig back through here in a second and try to find it and see who it was. But the actual full quote, Jamie Foxx's family expects the best, but prepares for the worst. The headline that we get, and that gets repopulated all throughout the internet, is Jamie Foxx's family prepares for the worst. Yeah. Which had everybody thinking that Jamie Foxx was getting ready to be put in hospice or have the plug pulled on him or something like that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this man is at home resting, getting well the entire fucking time.
And has been for weeks, according to his daughter.
I don't know how many times I've already expressed this, but everybody from Adam22 down to Vlad to Daily Loud to Say Cheese to all of these boof ass outlets that peddle in black filth.
Garbage. Stop
fucking with them. At this point, if you still doing interviews for Vlad, you're a fucking loser. And that hurts to say, but I got that same energy from everybody to Godfrey to Michael J. White. Stop going on and dealing with these people. Stop dealing with them. TMZ done found a way to turn themselves into a reputable business. They're as verified and as reliable as entertainment news and Access now.
Yeah.
Right? Or ET and Access. They up there with them.
Yeah.
That is not what Daily Loud is.
No.
That is not what Say Cheese is. That's not what these internet filth sites are. Stop fucking with them. Stop reposting them. Stop following them. Just stop.
And it's very clear that people like Adam22 and Vlad are white people. So you can very clearly see that. When it comes to Daily Loud and Rap TV, you can't tell because there's a front, obviously. There's a company that's fronting for them, but they are also run by white people.
Oh my God. And the only thing that they want to tell us about, fam, I was like a year ago that I found out that Taylor Swift and Katy Perry have this eternal beef that's been going on for years. Fam, never knew anything fucking about it. You know why? Because there aren't gossip sites set up to peddle Taylor Swift and Katy Perry's bullshit, is there?
Facts.
It's all type of celebrity beefs out here between white celebrities that never get brought up. It's all type of stuff going on with white celebrities that never gets drugged through the media this way. But those sites traffic and just filth. They traffic in garbage, and it only ever seems to be black people that they're telling stories about.
And it's bad when you're propagating the shit like beef and stuff like that. That's already super duper.
That is the
trash.
only point of Adam22's show.
For sure.
Is to bring on young crash dummies and have them talk about their beef over the internet so that they can go out there and actually crash out on the streets. That's his only purpose. That's the only reason why he exists.
Well, him and Vlad. But that is already super duper trash enough. But when you're dealing in people's families' business, their personal lives like this, especially making people believe that it's their dying days when it's not, and you haven't verified any source, that shit is trash, and it's fucking evil.
Yo, like, you basically told everybody that Jamie Foxx was dying when he was sitting at home trying to get well. That shit is fucking trash. That shit is garbage. I don't fucking care about your apology. I really don't care.
Your apology that you give
less.
fucking almost a week after. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
That's trash. Fuck Rap TV. Fuck Daily Loud. Fuck all that shit.
Yep.
Giving an L to someone who gets frequent L's in our W's and L segment. None other than Drake.
Uh-oh.
Drake has apparently put out I don't even want to call it a clothing line. I kind of want to call it just a merch collection, I guess.
It's not an album, it's a playlist. It's not a clothing line, it's a merch collection.
Yeah, no, this is a collection of merch for sure. And said Air Drake collection includes a $3,000 plus robe and $400 socks. Drake, I will sock you out if you think this is really a good idea.
So wait, it's called Air. So is it Jordan brand Drake stuff? No? Oh, okay.
No, it's just Drake stuff. $3,000 plus robe, $400 socks. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude is like the male Nicki Minaj at this point. Like so insanely vain with his own self. Like there was a brief moment in that between him and this beef with Kanye where I looked at him and I was like, yeah, I mean, I think he's soft, but at the same time, like seeing how crazy Ye is acting, I could understand how somebody could, just kind of be fed up with it and be. But no, like you are the same. You're of the same ilk. Like there's a reason why y'all were friends in the first place, even to begin with. Like neither one of y'all are any better than the other. We sitting over here talking about how there's a line and you just can't say certain stuff, releasing information. Bitch, I was on the radio listening to Kim Kardashian over your track yesterday. Okay. Yo, fam. But I thought the beef was done.
No.
I just...
Yeah, we are absolutely the same ilk.
He is the male Nicki.
Anything to catch some clout.
Yeah, literally. It's the clothing collection this year. 6 months ago, it was the chain for all the women that he wanted to marry. It's like, yo, fam, just go sit down. Where's your son? Go father your son. Protect him from the world.
Yikes.
Protect the world from your son, or protect the son from the world.
Okay, so this next person got an L from us before, and at some level, I tried to be devil's advocate about it. Tried to kind of defend him a little bit, but this thing that he's done now is indefensible, and he's already received consequences for it, and they're completely deserving, and that is Ja Morant. Ja, why do you have a gun and you're fucking pointing it again in an Instagram? Oh, again. Yeah. Again. In some kind of Instagram story. Not to be fair, it was really quick and it seemed as if the person who was taking the Instagram story realized he had the gun and he was like, oh shit. And like trying to pull
he wasn't recording himself. Somebody
in his camp was doing it.
What's up with this nigga and playing with guns?
You gotta stop.
And he's like a little kid, yo. Like this time we legitimately just caught this nigga playing with guns. That's literally what happened. We just happened to catch you playing around with guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, bruh, I don't know how many times I have to say this or anyone else who's more knowledgeable than I am has to say it. But niggas who actually play with guns do not literally play with guns. They don't sit there and dance to rap music with the shit to their ear like it's a phone.
Facts.
Like man, y'all niggas act like females when y'all get around guns, for real.
Yeah.
Let me hold it. Let me see. Let me take a picture with it. Let me put it to my ear. You got it? It's a good one? Like that's literally what y'all niggas look like. Dancing around with somebody else's gun.
That's a fact. Grizzlies say that Ja Morant is suspended from all team activities pending league review after he flashed a gun on Instagram Live.
Yo, are you kidding me?
That's where that question came from earlier. Actually, it came from Van Lathan.
What the fuck is wrong with this man? You didn't get enough of that earlier? You didn't get enough?
Now, Van Lathan asked a question that I asked you earlier.
That's why Dylan Brooks got booted off the team. He's a bad influence. He's a bad influence on Ja.
That's crazy. How y'all go from the best team in the West to
shambles.
A rebuild?
Your lead guard is suspended from the team indefinitely. Dylan Brooks has been shipped off to Siberia.
And literally 3 months is nuts. That's crazy.
My boy Steven Adams got hurt and the entire team went to shit.
You know what this is? Fucking Shannon Sharp put a curse on them. That's what that is. So Van Lathan asked, question, seriously, just curious. Let's say Ja had a YouTube page dedicated to him being a gun enthusiast, Pure Shooter 12 or something would be the name of it. Mm-hmm. He's shooting, cleaning, reviewing guns. Would you look at his displays different? Is it the guns or the manner in which he displays them, which you kind of already answered for the most part, is, you know, the way that he's parading with them like
absolutely.
It's a music
that
video.
Would completely change my outlook on all of this. If he was Black Rambo and he was showing me Call of Duty shit and how they shoot and what the different specifications on the gun and how it differs from everything else, and he's suggesting what you should buy and this, that, and the third. Okay, yeah.
As an NBA player.
That's a gun enthusiast versus a gun idiot. A gun idiot dances around the rap music with the shit near his face. That's a gun idiot. Look, man, I want Ja Morant to succeed as well. And the last thing I want to see is for them to snatch this man's future away from him. That's the last thing I want to see. I absolutely do not want that to happen to him. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like he has a right. Well, he does. He has a right. He's a grown-ass man. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like he is not asking to have his life derailed. He is playing with fire. He don't care what nobody telling him. That shit lasted it lasted long enough for him to get booted in the first round in the playoffs and then follow it up by getting suspended from his team. Mm-hmm. How does that look? Number 2 seed, in the West, booted in the first round of the playoffs, and then you can't even make it through an off season. 2 weeks after you booted out of the playoffs in the first round, you're getting suspended from your team for the same shit that they suspended you a few games for earlier in the season.
Yep.
My nigga, if you're not going to shoot somebody or something, what the fuck? What reason could you possibly explain to me? Don't give me hood nigga reasons. Give me a legitimate reason why you need a gun in your hand if you're not going to shoot something or someone. To Van Lathan's point about him, if he was a responsible gun owner. If he was a responsible gun owner, Van, we wouldn't have videos of him with the gun on his face. Like, I understand the bail that you're trying to throw him. It's not there.
It's not.
Because responsible gun owners don't do that type of groupie shit. Ooh, look at me and my gun. Ooh, future in the background. Ooh, I will shoot you if you are my op. Like, that is clown behavior. That's somebody who ain't never really did nothing with no gun.
Indefensible.
Shit's legally speaking, since he's a responsible gun owner, right? Supposed to be locked up somewhere. Depending on the state, he ain't even supposed to have no ammunition in it. Like, how frivolous this man is treating his career. Do we even know that this motherfucker is not floating around a gun near his face that has one in the head? Now, Marcus, why would anybody do that? That's stupid as fuck. Why would anybody be waving a gun around their face, whether it had one in the head or not?
Yep.
Safety on or not. That's dumb as fuck. That's stupid as fuck.
Your life is not a music video.
Fam, do you think that you are Tony Yayo or
NBA
fucking
Youngboy?
Suge Knight, NBA Youngboy? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You are an NBA hooper. Go hoop. Shit. I know if I would have got booted in the first fucking round after having one of the 3 best records in the NBA, my ass would be hooping.
Man said he fine in the West and just went. Pfft. They told you to practice your shooting. They didn't mean this.
Yeah. It would be, if he was even outdoors shooting at something, it would have been better. It would have been fine. You're inside of a house listening to music with a gun in your ear.
Well, he's in the car.
Oh, in the car. My bad. It's even worse.
Yeah.
What if you fuck around and shot the driver?
Well, the driver was seemingly the one taking the video.
I think you have a gun to your face while the driver is recording you with the gun to your face. Yeah. Everything about this situation seems perfectly fine. We're all overreacting.
They were probably drunk off Casamigos too, so you know.
We're all overreacting. Everything about that situation lines up perfectly. It definitely sounds like a situation that's going to end well.
No. And by everything we've seen so far, it's not ending well. He's been suspended. So
I'm really trying not to be the angry old man, but it's like we're doing crash dummy shit. in the NBA with millions of dollars and every opportunity to become the next face of the NBA, and he wants to be 6'9".
It was one thing when you had this debacle during the season. You're doing it again. Stop. Stop. It had clear repercussions for you before. Why are you playing with the NBA? Why are you playing with the league? Why are you playing with your team?
What, like, are you getting ready? You getting ready to go slide on your ops? You going to the gun range? Were you cleaning it?
No.
Or did somebody come in your house or come in the car, set their gun down, and you decided, oh yeah, I like this Young Bell song. Let
me see your gun.
Ooh. Right, literally, yeah, fam. Y'all understand that's what the women do, right? That's what the women do. Let me hold the cabbage. Let me put it next to my phone. Hello? The money calling.
That's right.
Bitch, now he got a gun.
Now he got ops.
Now he a shooter.
It's the go-go gadget gun for me.
Bitch, look at that shit.
Extendo ass gun. Shit, police gun, long as fuck.
Like, bruh, come on. The women want to take picture with the money. The women want to hold the gun because they never held one before. You acting like a nigga who's never held a gun before, Ja. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
You seem like somebody who ain't never really been around guns or did nothing with them, and now you all too excited to go pick one up every time you see one.
It's crazy. Especially for a nigga who's definitely seen more things in life than I have ever dreamed of, because you're an NBA player. You shouldn't be fascinated by this.
Give us your dubs and L's in the prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next Wednesday for another Dubs and L's segment.
Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe to our page, because obviously we like to do this quite a bit. Our last W's and L's was on Robert De Niro having a child at 79.
Apparently that was on purpose. The man's a psychopath.
Yeah.
You gotta be. I don't even understand what are we talking about here.
It's nuts. And make sure that you check out our next video.